What is up, F&True followers, wrestling fans, and members of the YWC? I'm JC Styles here with the F&True brand of wrestling and entertainment here on YouTube.com with the Friday Night Smackdown review for June 8th, 2012. We start off the show with Alberto Del Rio. Del Rio comes out and starts talking about what he did to Sheamus and his match with Sheamus at No Way Out. We then hear Sheamus' music hits. It is Ricardo addressed as Sheamus. The two poke and make fun of Sheamus before Sheamus gets fed up and finally comes out. We see Sheamus take it to Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo before the distraction led to Del Rio getting the upper hand. As we see the referees come out and break up the brawl, we hear Teddy Long come out. Teddy Long speaks about we're going to see two singles matches. Del Rio versus the Great Khali and Sheamus versus Kane in the main event of tonight's SmackDown. We then see the first match of the night. We see Alberto Del Rio pick up the win via cross armbar over the Great Khali. I actually stepped out of the room for a minute, so I didn't get to see this match. We go backstage. We see Teddy Long talking to someone on the phone, and we see the Funkadactyls walk backstage and talking with Teddy Long. Then we see Brodus Clay walk backstage. We hear that Brodus Clay will now be officially exclusive to SmackDown with the whole feud he has with the Big Show. It's just to keep a storyline to keep him safe and out of harm's way. We then hear Brodus say that every superstar he gets in the ring with until he gets to the Big Show, he will see them as the Big Show. We see Brodus Clay pick up a win over the FCW star Derek Bateman in a quick 1-2-3 match. This match showed a different side of Brodus Clay, a more serious side, something similar to early last year when Brodus was with Alberto Del Rio feuding with Edge for the world title. We then go into a stellar match between Sin Cara versus Drew McIntyre. These guys took the show. At this point, I thought Sin Cara was definitely going to lose this match. Drew McIntyre seemed to have his number. But with a couple of quick reversals in one succession, we see Sin Cara hit a tornado DDT, which allowed him to pick up the win over Drew McIntyre. We then see Ryback pick up a win over two locals. We see Kevin and Tony. They cut a quick segment before losing to Ryback. We then see the Peep Show return, and the biggest thing to come out of this match, was we found out that Cody Rhodes is cashing in his rematch clause for the Intercontinental Championship at No Way Out. We find this later on during this next match when Cody Rhodes is sitting out at commentary. We see Christian pick up a win over Dolph Ziggler in a phenomenal match. I want to see them do more with Ziggler than just having him lose. I know that they're probably setting him up for his big push. I heard there's rumors going around that when Flair signs with the WWE, if he signs with the WWE, they're going to pair Ziggler and Flair together to help jumpstart and push and excel the career of Dolph Ziggler. I mean, when you have a 16-time world champion, a legend like Ric Flair in this business, I mean, it's helped Triple H's career out big time. It also helped guys like Randy Orton and Batista's career out big time. So it was definitely a good idea that they're going to plan on doing this if Flair does sign with the WWE. I definitely want to see Dolph Ziggler break away from Vicky Guerrero. Don't get me wrong, he had a phenomenal match last year at the Royal Rumble, the 2011 Royal Rumble, over the World Heavyweight title with Edge. He also had a match with CM Punk for the WWE Championship this past Royal Rumble, and that was a stellar match. So give credit where credit is due. Dolph Ziggler has the ability to be a main event level athlete, but he just needs someone to light a fire underneath his booty and keep him there. We then see the Raw rebound. We see Hornswoggle come out, dressed up as Jim Ross. He's poking fun and making fun of what happened this past Monday night with Michael Cole and John Cena. Damian Sandow then comes out and cuts a promo, calls Hornswoggle a cretin, and talks about being an ignoramus, and that he is going to save us from this mass. This mass is that he is so-called quoting every week and coming to save us, like we need saving. As we see Damian Sandow getting ready to make his way towards Hornswoggle to attack him, we see Tyson Kidd come to the ring and make the save. Post-segment, Tyson Kidd took his eye off of Damian Sandow. We see Damian Sandow hit the ring and attack Tyson Kidd from behind. Now, don't get me wrong. Damian Sandow has had a couple of matches on SmackDown, and he definitely has the ring ability and the wherewithal to be a primetime player on SmackDown, or even in the WWE for that matter. But WWE needs to start booking him more than just jumping people when their back is turned. He has the in-ring ability. He could cut the promos. He has the mic skills. Let this guy shine a little bit and stop having him jump people from behind. We then move into Jimmy Uso taking on Antonio Cesaro. Great match, and so Antonio Cesaro picked up the quick victory. I believe Antonio Cesaro is actually undefeated since debuting back a couple of months ago at the end of April on SmackDown. Phenomenal match. Not to take anything away from Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso is better off as a tag team competitor, just because, you know, at this point in time in the WWE, they need more tag teams than they do singles competitors, and I think that this match probably could have been a little bit better in my mind. They could have probably put Antonio Cesaro in the ring with someone who can actually have had pushed him a little bit more. But all in all, I'm not taking anything away from these athletes. I'm a big Jimmy Uso fan. I'm a big Uso fan, period. And I'm also an Antonio Cesaro fan. He was over in ROH as Claudio Castagnoli, part of the Kings of Wrestling. So it was really cool to see WWE starting to pick up some of these ROH stars, knowing that they're such big primetime players in the indies. Then we see the main event, Kane versus Sheamus. Great match. Not really anything to call home about. Right before we saw Sheamus get ready to finish off Kane, we see Alberto Del Rio and Ricardo come to the ring. Ricardo climbs in the ring, and Alberto Del Rio backs off. Ricardo was met by a double axe smash by Sheamus, which throughout the match, getting Sheamus picking up the win by disqualification. Then Kane attacks Sheamus. Just as we see Kane getting ready to go for the choke slam, AJ comes running out. AJ distracts Kane. We see them two basically, you know, connect eyes. AJ starts walking backwards. Then Kane walks right into a brogue kick. Then we see Alberto Del Rio scouring up the ramp backwards, looking towards the ring. Then Sheamus looks over to the right and sees Alberto Del Rio and hits, Ricardo Rodriguez, and hits him with a brogue kick to end the show. We are 9 nights away from No Way Out. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with John Laurinaitis this coming Monday night. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with this triangle between Kane, Daniel Bryan, and CM Punk. Now you add AJ into the mix. AJ's getting the attention of CM Punk and Kane. Daniel Bryan has dumped her not too long after WrestleMania. And then also seeing where the storyline is going to further with Alberto Del Rio and Sheamus. And I'm also looking forward to seeing what's going to happen between Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. See if they're going to maybe put that on the card for No Way Out, because Jack Swagger has kind of been bashing Dolph Ziggler, calling him a diva and the prettiest diva in the company and everything, and how he's a whiner, this, that, and the other. So it's pretty cool to see what they're going to do with that. So guys, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you back tomorrow night, hopefully with our TNA Slammiversary predictions. We have to shoot our Q&A, guys. I know everyone's been asking. Q&A was shot, but due to audio issues, we have to reshoot. And Brian and myself have not been able to get together to sit down to put that hour block together for the questions. But that video is coming. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for tuning in. Please check out the official website of the Effin Brand at FightNationWrestling.com. Follow me on Twitter at JCXStyles. Also follow us on Twitter at Effin True Wrestling and at BrianCrazy2001. Guys, have a great weekend, and see you back tomorrow night.